Hey, what's up, anybody? Eric Harrison here on the Death Twitch. Going to do another episode of Thoughts and Rants. Why not? Because we have something to discuss, don't we? We have news. So this news dropped yesterday. I'm not sure if this is an official statement. I think this may still be rumor, although it just wouldn't even surprise me. Of course, that they are. Somebody's got to be working on another Nightmare movie. But yeah, apparently they're going to remake a Nightmare on Elm Street. I guess peeps weren't so pleased with the last one, but they still want to keep making that money. Gots to do something. Um, yeah, so honestly, this is what happened when I heard the news. I heard it, and for a fraction of a second, I was enraged, and then I just broke. Like it just broke my spirit. Like I don't even care now. Does that make sense? I mean, I do, but I don't. Like, I guess it just dawned on me. It's like, man, I guess this will never stop. They will always keep making these movies and remaking them and whatever. It's never going to end. I guess every new generation needs a new version of a great movie. Anyway, so yeah, remake of A Nightmare on Elm Street. Of course, I'm not thrilled about it, but like I said, I'm not sure if this is official news. I think it might be more rumor than anything. But anyway, what do I think about it? I think that they should make Freddy vs. Jason 2 with Robert Englund and Kane Hodder. That's what I think. I think they're focusing their attention in the wrong direction. They even hinted at Freddy vs. Jason 2 back when the original came out, like 12 years ago. Why are we still waiting for this? Just make Freddy vs. Jason 2 and bring back Robert Englund for one more. Just one more. I think Robert doesn't want to do it anymore, but I know that he could. He could easily slip back into that character. You just put some makeup on him. Real easy. I think he wants to leave it behind. Hopefully he gives us one more. But yeah, you know, he did that whole thing with the convention where he said, I'm going to wear the makeup one last time at the convention. I think he's over it, but man, we all want him back. So this brings up a lot of questions like, who will play Freddy Krueger and stuff like that. But then questions come to my mind like, do we need Freddy Krueger? Now, if I were in charge, my idea might be to try and actually try something a little bit more risky by bringing in a new character. Why not, right? Because the evil forces or powers that gave Freddy his ability to be eternal and go into dreams and stuff, surely they can choose to give another equally evil individual the same powers, right? So why not just not have somebody come in and try and fill Robert Englund's shoes? Why not bring in a new character? But I know why not. I know why not. The reason why Hollywood would probably not do that is, one, the fans would maybe likely backlash, unfortunately. And two, they're trying to sell this icon. That's what they're banking on, is Freddy Krueger. You know, unfortunately, the fans would be like, well, what about why is it a different character? Well, we want to see Freddy all burnt up with his glove. Like, yeah, that is one of the most iconic horror villains ever from a genius movie. But think of the possibilities. We could actually have a whole new dream demon. It could be somebody else. It could be somebody else with a different weapon, maybe even something cooler than the glove, which is pretty fucking iconic and would be hard to top. But still, why not take the risk and try? At least try. If you got to keep making these movies, at least give something else a shot. But then again, of course, sometimes in the past, you hear me, so I sound like a hypocrite. Like sometimes I'm like, stick with the formula, and then other times I'm like, try something new. It depends on the formula. The one for Friday the 13th, for instance, works, and I think it should be stuck pretty close to. That's not to say that some risk can't be taken and stuff. The formula for Nightmare on Elm Street is that a dream demon is able to get into people's dreams and stalk and kill them throughout these crazy dreamscapes. It doesn't necessarily have to be Freddy Krueger. Maybe it's time to let him rest a while. Give somebody else a shot. Have the whatever the powers that gave Freddy his ability, give that to somebody else that's equally evil. But I know, like, unfortunately, the fans would probably backlash, and the studio would never go for it because it's too risky. They'd rather play it safe and keep making shitty sequels and remakes to great movies. Jay Bond from Bloodbath and Beyond is trying to start a campaign to have Zach Ward play Freddy Krueger in the alleged Re-Remake, which I can see that, actually. If you don't know who Zach Ward is, he was the guy who played the bully in A Christmas Story. He was also in Freddy vs. Jason. He was the kid's brother. Remember the scene where the guy's freaking out in the bathroom? He sees his brother in the bathtub full of blood, and then the guy in the bathtub is talking with Freddy's voice. That's Zach Ward. So Jay Bond thinks that this guy should play Freddy, and I can see that. But what my question is, that's a huge risk. So is Zach up for that? Trying to fill those shoes and then dealing with the criticism and the backlash that is sure to come. Hopefully, even if he did decide to do it and he decided to deal with all that, he would deliver such a good character that people wouldn't backlash. But I mean, you're talking about a character that was played by a single actor for like 30 years or something. My math is way off right there. 20 years. In everything, TV shows, movies, commercials, everything. He was all played by one character. That's why we are so protective of the Freddy Krueger character and being played by Robert Englund. What else? What else is there to say about it? It's just going to happen. I just have to live with that they're always going to keep making these movies, and they're likely will continue to just get worse and worse and worse and become more and more watered down. Maybe eventually they'll get the idea to try something a little bit more fresh with the series and take some risks. As for right now, they'll probably, I don't know. I don't even know. As far as me being like upset about it, it's time for me to move on. Like, they can keep making these movies. I might watch them, but I don't really care. I'm moving on. So anyway, I guess that's it. I probably forgot to mention something. I always damn do. What are you guys' thoughts on the remake of A Nightmare on Elm Street? And thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time, suckers. I'm out. Peace.